Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good Saturday morning. I went to the bank yesterday, and I asked the Lord that if He wanted me to conversate with Him, that He will fly a bird over my head to get my attention. Well, on our way home, about maybe 500 feet, a bird flew over me. Let me turn this around. When I went to the bank, there was a Muslim lady, and let me see if I got that paper. Yeah, here we go. And she told me Ramadan starts Monday, and she said my name is Arabic. See that? She was talking to me, and I can't do nothing without God. A man will mislead you, even a woman. They'll mislead you. So if God wants me to follow Ramadan, that's what I wanted to ask Him yesterday. I ain't even download the app to my phone or nothing. But if the good Lord want me to be on, to be a part of Ramadan, I need a sign. I need a sign. But that's one of the things. So the Lord want me to be on Ramadan. I need a peek in the clouds before I get to when I get to the plasma center. Shine your light on me if you want me to follow Ramadan. Okay? What I'm going to talk to you today about is who inspires me. Who inspires me? My role model have to be my father. My father did the best he could under the circumstances of what he knew how to be a man. He did the best he could, and I honor that. I may not agree with everything he have done, but I honor that. I love that man. I love my father. I love my father dearly. So that's who inspires me. I really don't have no one patting me on the back saying, I'm proud of you or this and that. I don't have that. Not saying, matter of fact, I was in Tappahannock. This maybe 7 or 8 years. And I don't know if I was at the church, but I was at some place that either for business or for a job. I forgot what it was. But a lady was talking to me. And I said, ma'am, if I had someone supporting me, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Women's got women's club, women rights. I don't have no one. I can't go home and tell my wife, my kids, my mom, my father how my day was. I can't write to my mayor, my governor, my senators tell them what I'm going through. I have no one, man. So if I have someone, I wouldn't be here today. I don't have no support. I have no support system. We look at it as being realistic. You may be poor in the world. Some of you, I see some people homeless. They got their spots with them, homeless. Now, I'm not saying I will do that, but you got a support system. She's supporting you poor. She's supporting you going to the soup line. She's supporting you. See, I didn't have that. So, a lot of people say a lot of people with money ain't happy. In a way, yes. Because a lot of person with money is missing love. True love. True love. I remember in 2002 or 2003, it was me, my wife's sister, all my nieces and nephews, and we was talking. I never forget this conversation. And they said, if you was rich like Jay-Z, would you get married? I said, what I know now? Think about it. If I have $1 billion and what I know now, or 100 million, what I know now, back then, I said, no, I wouldn't get married. Why would I get married for? Because I'm worried about them taking my money. It had to be a prenup. Long and behold, Jay-Z married Beyonce. We was just talking. If I was filthy rich at the age of 30 or more, I don't know. Because I'm already established. You understand what I'm saying? I'm already established with God. I got a foundation. I could buy anything I want. Only thing I'm missing is a woman. So, what I'm going to do? Add her on my W-2? Saying what? She clean the house? What am I going to do? That was then. See, I had a foundation. My foundation wasn't built on God back then. You understand what I'm saying? Now, okay, for me to really, and I believe God noticed in my heart. If He established me right now, why would I get married? Think about it. If I've had no support system, no nothing, and He grant me a good foundation, all my love will go to my kids. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that comfort of you have a wife and she in a bed, okay, I can get over that. I buy a dog and have my dog can be overwhelming with me. My dog will love me dearly. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I believe God knows that. If God was to set me free and give me everything I need to sustain life and retirement, why would I need a wife? Because He separated me and I had no one to pat me on my back. He knows that. So now, if I'm going to get married, we got to establish something together. You understand what I'm saying? It will make me treasure marriage better. because I was alone. I was alone since 2005. 2005 to now. That's 16 years. 16 years. And you gonna give me everything I need to sustain life and retirement? I probably will never get married. I'll look at a woman like, whatever, whatever. I'm happy. I'm happy without you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you wasn't there for me when I needed you. You understand? But in the case, since God separated me, took everything from me, made me belittle, now I'm looking at, okay, that's why I do business. I do business now. So I'm saying to the Lord, if you have a good wife, help her meet me halfway. Let her meet me halfway. Because if she don't meet me halfway and you bless me with this, I'm going to do it on my own. So if I was Jay-Z and I had that money, I probably wouldn't have married Beyonce. When she would have talked about marriage, I'd be like, I'll call you back. Because I'm saying to myself, where was you when I was broke? Where was you when I needed someone to talk to? Where was you? Because I got money, now you want to talk to me? You understand what I'm saying? That's my mindset. That's a human being mindset. So I'm looking at God like, are you tempting me? Is this a test? I'm in the Garden of Eden and you said man shouldn't be alone. And I'm going to say, God, well, I was alone when I didn't have, when I needed someone, I had no one. So is this a test? Because I'm about to push her away. Because I don't trust her. Money don't make you attractive. It don't. Only thing money can do is beautify your skin. That's it. That's all money can do. Money can't make you beautiful. Money can't make you handsome. If you wasn't marriage material before you had money, you ain't marriage material with money. Remember that. So I'm saying to myself, if I wasn't marriage material when I didn't have nothing, I'm the same person now. I'm probably more cocky and cocky with myself than ever. So if you didn't love me when I was broke, how you gonna love me with money? Now you understand where I'm coming from. Let me get my mask. I got my mask. I know I got it. Look at that. Just know I got it. I know I got it. I had it. I damn sure had it. I gotta buy a new one. Maybe that's the Lord telling me. Well, that could be Satan. That could be Satan. That could be Satan. I ain't gonna say that's the Lord. Could be Satan. I don't think I got it on me. Well, let's go get a mask.
So yeah, so let me finish talking to you. Just think about it. I get it. I get something. I get to McDonald's.
Good. Yes, yes. Siguiente. 6-9. Next line. Okay.
You said 690?
690.
Oh no.
With the coffee, right?
No coffee.
Oh, no coffee? Okay. 529.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I apologize. I lost my mask coming in your store.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, I'll stop at McDonald's. I mean, that's the Lord telling me not to get a soda or anything, or chips. You know, He works in mysterious ways. He works in mysterious ways. So now, what I was saying is, you know, I even told my wife, if I divorce you, I don't know, I'll never get married again. I told her that. Now, I'm not saying how this thing works. You have to be patient with me. Be patient with me, my Lord. Be patient with me. Because I don't know how this works. I know it goes over my head. Be patient with me. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this works. What you think? I think it's better than a mask. So now, back to what I was saying. I can't even see myself, so I don't know how it looks. Now, what I was saying is, you know, right now, the Lord knows my heart. He knows what I can do, what I won't do, and what I will try to do. I can't talk to this thing. All right. If I had Jay-Z money and what I went through, I wouldn't have married Beyonce. I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't have did it. Now, if I didn't go through what I went through, I would be looking for a wife. Someone to share the house with. Someone to, you know, like Joe Levert. I want to share this big house with you. You understand what I'm saying? I'd rather spoil my kids, entertain my kids, and once my daughter get married, entertain her and her husband, entertain my grandkids. You feel me? That's what I'd rather do. Either this bird been hit or two birds mate. I don't know if you can see it. Right in front of me. There's two birds mating or one bird been hit. We're gonna find out. Oh, that's two birds. That's two birds. That's two birds. All right. So what I'm saying to you is that don't look at others and see that as a form of happiness. Feel me? When a person says money doesn't bring you happiness, maybe happiness is money. But in my case, for 16 years, me not having no support system, if God bless me right, I won't look for a woman. I respect her. I talk to her like with respect. But all that, me living in that house, I doubt it. Because I wouldn't know how to take it. The closer she get to me, the more I'm pushing. The more I'm pushing. Because I'm thinking that, hey, you know, what you want? Or what are you bringing to the table? What are you going to bring to my 100 million? What you going to bring? You just bringing your environment? What is it? And that's what our woman thinks about a man. So it's the same way. I'm looking like, what you gonna bring to the table? I got 100 million. I got a jet. I got a helicopter. I got a business. I got everything I want. Well, so what you gonna bring to the table? What, your appearance? Your outside beauty? What you gonna bring? That's why the old timers used to tell us as young men, don't worry about no one else. Just do you. Do you. And let the cards fall in place. Stop trying to cheat the card game and let the cards fall in place. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you're trying to play spades and here you're trying to hold cards and trying to cheat. Let the cards fall how they will fall and play the game how it's played. And that's the God's honest truth. I didn't understand it then. You know? Didn't understand it. Now, will I have craving for sexual contact? If that case, then I can go get a condom and go see a hooker. Go get a lot lizard. And say, wham, bam, thank you, man. I'll see you later. If that's the case. I don't need marriage for that. But in God's eyes, to be legal, I got to make it, you know, I got to do it that way. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? 9 times out of 10, men at my age want a wife. They can tell you all the crap they want to tell you. No man want to come home to an empty bed. And that's real. No man and no woman either. So don't let them fool you. My case is different. I didn't have no support system. I didn't have no one in my corner. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying my wife wasn't doing her part. I'm saying in the natural, I didn't have no one in my corner. So I don't know how to take a woman because now I'm wealthy. You understand? So now it's best for me, it's best for God to bring me a good wife and we do it together. If we don't do it together, I'm gonna be like, man, shit, you can go to the moon as far as I'm concerned. I care less where you go. Care less who you talk to. I won't check your phone. When you leave out the house, I ain't worried about who you're gonna see. I care less. Just don't mess with my money. But we do it together. We got a conversation. We can talk. We got something in common. You feel me? So, on that level, that's where I stand. Now, if I was to meet a woman in my condition right now, and she will be like, I don't see you, I see your ambition as a man. I see your potential as a man. And she just conversate with me. I can feel comfortable. So when I do get something, I know that she made me feel comfortable poor. I know she gonna make me feel comfortable rich. That's why you always, your first love, your first true love, when you ever get successful, you always go back to your first true love. Because she made you feel special with nothing. You might have messed up, however it may be. You see what I'm saying? If a person make you feel special poor, you's a fool for not marrying her when you're rich. You's a fool. If she makes you feel like your apartment or your room is a castle, you need to keep her. Now, she may not cook the way you like. She may not clean the way you like. She may not do a lot of things you may not like. But what she can't do, you do. You feel me? So if I have a woman that doesn't like to clean, right? But she make me feel she's there for me. She got my back. But she don't like to clean. Right? You know, a lot of men complain, they go to work and dirty dishes in the sink, come home, they complain. If she doesn't like to clean, okay? So, all right, buy paper plates. Buy disposable things. So when y'all both home, okay, you wash the dishes or buy a dishwasher. You feel me? If you're, you know, work it together, man. I'm being honest with you. Work it together. You're never gonna find a woman like your mother. You can forget that. You wasting your time. You could be 100 years old, still trying to find a woman that gonna care for you like your mother did. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So I'm giving you what I was like in 2003. See, my attraction to a woman back then was a woman that was a project woman. Let me tell you why, a project woman. Because I seen how my mother raised me, how my mother was. I needed a strong woman. You know, I didn't need a woman for me to lead, I need a strong woman mentally. I needed her to mold me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what my attraction was. My attraction was a project girl. Because sometimes she talked ghetto, she got your back. If she love you, you have no problems. You know, but to have a good girl, she looking for someone to lead her. My thing is, I'm not saying I couldn't lead her, but I didn't want no one agreeing with everything I do. You know? I don't want no one saying, okay, this concrete right here, oh, it's not white, it's beige. I don't want her to say, yeah, you're right. No, I don't want that. You tell me it's off-white. Okay. It's off-white. Okay. Tell me what you think. Because something that you think is going to click in my head one day and make me believe in you. It's going to make me trust you. Because I'm going to see my fault and I'm going to see the trueness in you. You understand? That was my attraction. I didn't, you know, an independent woman back then, I don't know. Matter of fact, no names, I had a woman that she was very independent. Money, no problem. She had 3 or 4 kids. Oh, better yet, I'm going back way back then. I was at the cigar club. This was in the 90s. I was with the owner of Arizona Iced Tea, around some big shots. And they used to talk to me. And they said, Tone, let me tell you the rule of rich. I said, okay, I'm listening. If you find 2.5, you can't survive. If you find a 10, you be looking again. And I was like, you know, 2 5s, you can't survive. You get a 10, you be looking again. And I said, you know, what you mean by that? Don't look for the prettiest woman in the stadium. Don't look for that. Look for the most beautiful woman on the inside. You feel me? So
I remember one of the
then he would say, you know what, in your predicament, a woman with kids, that's what you need. You need a woman with kids. A single woman, you wouldn't, I don't think you and her won't click. You won't click. You need a woman that's settled down. You need a woman that knows responsibility. And I was like, man, I'm supposed to take my money and take care of her kids? Don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like that. They should talk to me. So now I'm talking to you. We in a cigar club. I'm not going to say I won't join a cigar club. I'm not going to say I will never smoke weed again. I'm not going to say I will never drink again. But I'm just saying, I'm in a cigar club. I'm with you. It could be male and female in a cigar club. We just having a conversation. And the woman asked me, what type of a woman attracts you? I would say that's a good question. That's a good question. Because as you get older and mature, your attraction level change. A woman that's confident, a woman that can go in a room and knows that she doesn't need no one in that room to edify her to be a woman. She's a woman by herself. She's a woman with a mate. She's a woman with kids. She's a woman without kids. She's just strong in her beliefs. She doesn't need the attention of the world to make her feel beautiful. The world is not beautiful without her being in it. That's the kind of woman, that's the kind of attraction of a woman I like. The world is empty without her. I want her mindset like that. I want her to feel it's your loss, not mine. So everywhere she go, everywhere she's not accepted, oh, that's your loss, not mine. You know, I want her to be like, so why is you worried about what someone else says? Why do you care about them? You know, she's strong. She's strong. That's one attraction. You know, yes, physical does attract. Yes, it's some type of physical attraction. Yes, it is. I'm not going to tell you it's not. There's a lot of women with short hair, a lot of women with long hair. But a woman with short hair will get overlooked because her short hair, not unless they're looking at the whole body. A woman with short hair will make you think she's a man. So you will not look at her the same. But a woman with long hair, yeah, she gonna get your attention. That hair is gonna get your attention because you know that's a woman. Now you're looking at the curves. How she curves. See what I'm saying? So it is some type of physical attraction first. But in these days, you got to be careful because you have men dressing like women, men that want to be women. You have men taking hormone pills. So it's hard. It's best to go as a man, as a youth, it's hard. But as a man, you should always try to go back to your first childhood love. Because you know that's a woman. You might have messed up. She might have messed up. You both came older. You both understand what it's like to be adults. And just conversate. Y'all have a conversation that can blow each other mind. Because now you can talk about, don't you remember the things I used to do, you used to like, and you used to smile? The first thing she might say, yeah, but I was young then. Well, let's just play like we're young. Let's just go to that same place and just hang out. You see what I'm saying? You have something in common already. If she's single, or if he's single, that's what I suggest. You know, sit down and talk to her and say, you know, life hasn't been the same without your friendship. Haven't seen no one that can make me laugh and do the things you used to do. You know, you was ghetto. You know, y'all start laughing And you never know what can happen. But she might say, well, I'm involved right now. Okay, I respect that. But just know that he has a good woman. And leave it like that. And that right there, from that conversation, will give you encouragement to meet a good woman. Because now you know how to hold a conversation with a woman. It's not, hey babe, how you doing, babe? Oh girl, you looking sexy as hell. It's not all like that. That's what I suggest. Just conversate. Just talk to her. Say, I remember when I used to have hard times, you used to talk to me. You used to say who was my friends, who wasn't my friends, who's down with me, who wasn't down with me. But I chose that over you. I was a fool. I was young. I was dumb. I may can never have you again, but just by me talking to you, helped me to heal. I just wanted to heal. I just want to hold a conversation with you just to heal. So how things going on with you? Point blank. Now you're not saying, hey babe, all this and that, and you're not doing that. You're just talking. So that's what I suggest. Because if I had a $60,000 job, had a nice home, car, and I was single, if you haven't thought about someone in your high school, someone you used to hang out with when you first got out of high school, something wrong. That means you're looking for the lust of the eye. Now, she may not look the same. That's possible. He may not look the same. But if you don't see that first, something wrong. You feel me? Something's wrong. So, as a man, I'd rather go back till I know what was I attracted to, and just conversate. Sit down, say, look, can I buy you a cup of coffee? Well, she said, well, I'm married. Well, look, I apologize if I'm disrespecting him in any ways or type of agreement that you had. But you are the only person that I can talk to. So if I'm bothering you, please let me know. But I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to find myself. I was lost. I didn't know where to begin, where to start. But you helped me because you denied my foolishness. So I thank you. I just want to thank you. And I hope that my foolishness got you wiser to understand what true love is. But I just want to thank you. It's just a conversation. And by you speaking to her, well, now you see a strange woman. You know, a lot of these women have attitudes. They look like they got an attitude. You might want to say, well, how you doing, You know, I like to address a woman as man. Man, I don't like the sister. I like to use man. Either she gonna say, you know, don't call me man. Okay. I just want to show you reverence. I want to show you respect. So how can I respect you? Well, call me by my name. Okay. Call her so-and-so. Well, I apologize, so-and-so. I just admired your beauty. And I just wanted to let you know. I just admired it. And I just wanted to hold a conversation with you. You know, day is what? It's 10 o'clock. We 10 hours in. 10 hours in today. I don't want the day to go past without me saying hello to you. How you doing? Is it anything I could do to make you smile? Can I buy you a cup of coffee? I ain't rich. I'm not rich. But can I sit down with you? Can I just be in the presence of you? That's all. Just talk. If you're looking for one. Then when you get her, it's not, if you got to be mad when she's not around, you got to be mad when she talks to someone, that is because you feel that you're not loving her correctly and you're afraid somebody else is going to love her correctly. Remember that. If you're mad because she's talking to someone, it's you. It's not her. You mad because you're not loving her correctly and you don't know how to love her correctly, but you're trying the best that you could by the way you know how. Because if you love her correctly, there's no other beauty she sees but in you. There's not another man, wealth, power, that she sees more than you. Nothing. So that should make you feel confident. And just talk to her and say, you know, I'm loving you the way that I know how to love the people in my past. I learned from my mistakes. So I'm learning from my mistakes to love you. And if I'm loving you wrong, if I'm treating you wrong, please tell me. So I can make you smile. Just talk to her. And you see a big result, change. Morning. You know, but that's just life, man. You learn as you go. You learn as you go. You learn as you go. Now, in business, I try to do things as helping others. If God gives me a responsibility, that responsibility is to show the glory of Him. That responsibility is not for me to hide it. It's not my responsibility to be afraid someone's going to take it from me. You know, you can't have that responsibility. You can't have that type of mindset when God gives you something. So if God opened up His heart to give you a business, you look at how your business is going to help someone else. Either job-wise, or you just giving back. So I'm looking at my business where the Lord says, I got 4 wives. So I'm trying to make it where all 4 wives are into the business with me. You understand what I'm saying? They sweat when I sweat. They scratch their head when I scratch my head. They pick up a pen when I pick up a pen. They looking around like how I'm gonna save money. We all in together. 2 minds make one. You feel me? So that's where I'm at right now. Now, if I was single and I was in the trucking business, I probably will do, I don't know, either step deck or heavy haul. I probably will have 2 trailers. I'm not gonna lie to you. It'll probably be step deck and heavy haul, or heavy haul on flatbed, a quad-axle flatbed. I need to get out of heavy haul every now and then. And if I was doing moving, me in that truck for 6 months, it's going to be like, all right, come on, man. I'm ready to park it. Because I'm tired of the same old thing. That's one thing about moving. I always said, if I'm in moving, if I was to get in moving, an independent contractor is the best way to go. I'm telling you right now. Because you're not in that truck for 6 months. You might be in that truck for 2 weeks. You come home, you wait until they get you a full load, then leave out again. You're not going to, as a van line, as a line operator, you pick up 3,000 pounds here in your trailer and you move on. Say that 3,000 pounds is going to California, you in Maryland. Okay, you head to California, but you're looking for freight, you're looking for jobs that's going to California. See what I'm saying? It's a difference. So I would say, I will go to all my sons, father and son. I will go to the small guys and do long distance first. Because you're not going to move that trailer until you got a full load. You're not just going to say, okay, I live in Maryland, I'm going to South Carolina with $5,000. Not unless you're going to rent the trailer. You rent the trailer, I go anywhere you want me to go. You see the difference? Just say my wife, we have the business, moving business. And I have a young guy, they want to work from, and he says, well, I don't want to be in a truck for 6 months, right? That's what he's telling my wife. My wife's saying, well, this and that. And I'm saying, I understand. So now I'm saying to my wife is, okay, you need to keep him local. You need to keep him local. That's the reason why local should be 350 miles from the warehouse radius. So if we got a warehouse in Maryland, my local guys is going to New York City. My local guys is even going to Charlotte. That's local. So they have that flexibility. You understand what I'm saying? They have that flexibility. A line haul driver, it's best to pick a location where you want to live. I'm telling you right now, it's best to pick it where you live. Say hypothetically, I live on the East Coast. If I'm going to a van lines, I want East Coast runs. Every now and then I want to come home. You might find a person This is how I would do it. Don't follow my steps, but this is how I would do it. I would, if my company gets big, I'm going to have a warehouse in each time zone where my drivers just take it to that warehouse, drop it, the local guys take it from there. So any time that in that time zone, let's say I had to drop it in the mountain time zone, and there is a shipment from the mountain time zone going to the central. If the line haul for that warehouse is not available, loaded in my trailer, I'll take it to the central warehouse. I'm close to home. I'm close to home. That's how I would do it. Because I know the business. I know what it's like to be home from the business. So that's how I would do it. But like I said, everyone is different. But I suggest if you want to do moving, go to these small companies that do long distance. You may be 2 weeks, it may be 3 weeks before they get a whole trailer full. You just hang out. Now you got 20,000 pounds. You may got 6, 7 stops. Now you're saying, okay, 20,000 pounds. Now you looking at, okay, I got 7 stops. Divide the 7 stops into the weight. 7 into 20 is 2, like close to 3. You might say close to 3. 21. Close to it's close to 3. So that's like hypothetically 3. So you divide the 7 into the 21 is 3. You take your longest distance, your longest, wherever the longest one is. Say your longest stop is 1,500 miles. You take that 3, divide it into 15, that's 500. That's 500 miles. You take the 500 miles times 7. It's 3,500. Just say it's 3,500 miles. You divide the 3,500 miles into like maybe 40 miles. Or say 30. That's 10 days. 10 days. You take that 10 days and you figure out how much it costs for you to operate your truck per day. Because you can't go by mileage. You can't go by mileage. You can't go by mileage and movement. You go by day. Either day or weight. If it costs me $500 a day, that's 5 G's for the truck. That's just for the truck. That's 5 G's my truck needs to be happy. Now you gotta please me. But you don't tell him how much you need for your truck. You don't tell how much you need for you to be happy. So it's $500 a day for your truck, right? And you figured out your mileage, your operating costs, all that. If it's $500, which it should be more, but I'm just giving you an example. If it's $500 times 10 is $5,000, right? Now you got to worry about hiring help. 10 days. That's $2,000. That's $2,000. Well, yeah, $2,000. That's $7,000. Right? That's not even including your income. Right? Okay. Now you figure out your routes, your tolls. If you can't find help and it's delayed you a day, you got to add a day here, add a day there. So roughly from $7,000 just for the truck and your help. That's $7 grand before you even get to see any money. You're broke. $7 grand for 20,000 pounds, you're still broke. So now you're looking at, okay, how much it costs my lifestyle. Your lifestyle might be $500 a day. So you add another $5 grand. That's $12 grand. So if you're not making 12, you telling him, look, man, I ain't doing it less than 12 grand. I'm not doing it less than 12 grand. So now you making 12 grand in a 10-day run. And you got 7 stops. Then if you're really good with it, you're gonna figure out how much it costs for you to get back home. It's 10 days to make your stops. And it's another, 4 or 5 days for you to get home. So that's 15 days you're away from home. Right? That's 15 days. So that's $7,500 right there for the truck. $7,500. Right? 12, 14. So now you're saying, well, look, man, I'm telling you straight off the door, man, if you want me to pull that trailer, I need 14 right now. I need 14. You give me 14, I take it. No questions asked. Now, if you got a customer that wants to rent your trailer, something different. A lot of people don't like renting the trailer because they'll lose. The person that owns the trailer might be losing money. But I will rent it. If it costs me $5,000 a day to operate the truck in the trailer, right? You figure how much the weight is. If they got a car and 3,000 pounds, you got to figure out the weight. You got to figure out the time that it takes to offload. Figure out all that. See, I told my wife, if I get it moving, I need you to help me because once I get in it, it'll be hard to get out. If you really want me to do business, if I get in that truck and that trailer, they're gonna want me to be in that thing for like 6 months. I can't do nothing else. Not unless I go to a small company. I go to a small company, maybe once or twice, maybe twice. You may get, like on the busiest time, summertime, you may get out twice a month. But normally, you're making 1 run a month. Because you got to gather up to 20,000 pounds to get you out of the state. So on that level, it's best for you to have your own moving trailer. You have your own moving trailer or your own enclosed trailer. You sit down, you talk to the small guys, and say, look, man, I'll do your long distance for you. But I ain't my trailer, I'm not even gonna come into your facility unless it's 18,000 pounds. I'm not even coming to you unless it's 18,000 pounds. You feel me? That's the reason why I wanted my own trailer. But that's the reason why I wanted my wife to be the van line. Because my wife, the van lines, okay, I am the van lines. You understand? I am the van lines now. Now my wife, okay, she giving everyone else, I wanna give my drivers a $450,000 contract. Straight up. 450 grand. If you show me that you can do moving, that's 450 grand I'm putting in your pocket. I'm giving you a check every week. I'm dividing 450 into 52. That's your weekly salary until I give you a raise. Now, when I give you that, see, 450,000 into 12 goes into 45, 3, 12 times 4 is 36. No, 12 times 4 is 48. So it's like high threes. You're getting a check for just say 3,500. 3,500 a week, right? So at that $3,500 a week, right? You're running your truck. You're not running 7 days a week. You're not driving 7 days a week. Because you gotta pack, you gotta wrap, you gotta do all that. So after 7 days, you lucky to drive 4. If you're a line haul, you lucky to drive 4. So for that week, right? Say you driving 4 and your operating cost is $500. That's $2,000. You got $1,000 in your pocket for the week. Very, very, very seldom you're gonna pack a shipper on a Monday and deliver him on the same day, on the same week. Very, very seldom. And 9 times out of 10, you're not hiring no one but your rider when you're doing packing. When you packing and padding, no one else is with you. Just you and your rider. That's it. When you're packing. So, you might, if you have to pack 5,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds, it was something in this order. I forgot. It's been a minute. But 5,000 pounds is like, if you have to pack and wrap $5,000, that's something like a bedroom. That's a bedroom, that's kitchen, and living room. A bedroom comes in about, maybe a good bedroom set comes in about $1,500. $1,500. Living room comes in about another $1,500. That's $3,000, right? You gotta do the kitchen. You gotta do the kitchen cabinets. You gotta do kitchen pots and pans. That can come in easy 500 or more, right? You got clothes, shoes. So you got maybe 3 to 4 rooms for $5,000. Depending on the person that you're moving. If it's like a teacher, forget it. 5,000 pounds is just boxes. She just got books. So 5,000 pounds, it's going to take you with books, with books, 5,000 pounds. You ain't gonna do it in a day. If you do it correctly, you ain't doing it in a day. You do it in 2 days. That's a lot of books. 5,000 pounds of books is a lot of books. Because now, when you packing your boxes, right, you're trying to get all books around the same size in one box. So it's level on top and put the paper on top of it. So when you stacking it, the box don't crush. You try to get all your magazines in the box, all your encyclopedias in the box, things of that nature. So 5,000 pounds, me and a rider, I probably will start at 8 o'clock, take care of the kitchen, Kitchen should be done. We start at 8. The rider should be finished with the kitchen in about maybe 12, 1 with 5,000 pounds. 12, 1. I'm padding the furniture. I'm sitting, I'm getting the furniture together, breaking down the bed. By 1 o'clock, we both should be close with 5,000 pounds. We both should be close at 1. So around about 3 or 4, I'm loading. So on a normal basis, it takes about 4 to 5 hours for every 1,000 pounds over 5. So just say hypothetically, you got 6,000 pounds. 6,000 pounds is going to take you 8 hours. 7,000 pounds is going to take you 12 hours. 8,000 pounds is going to take you 16 hours. Depending on the shipper. Depending on you got stairs. Depending on if there is a person that gather all this stuff up, hoodlum. Got what you call them people that just store things in their house. Then if you really want to get technical, when you first get there, you measure in the rooms. You looking at the rooms. You're going to get your measuring tape and you're going to measure the room. The room is 15 by 15, right? Okay, that's 15 by 15. That's 15 by 15. I should know my math. I gotta work on my math again. 10 by 10 is 100. It's 150. 15 by 15 is 150. Right? 150. I think, 150. So, if that's 150, right? That's 150 cubic feet. So now you're looking at your trailer, 150, and every two on your inside of your trailer, you got like 100, 1,100, 1,200, whatever. Got numbers. Every 2 foot, you could fit 3,000 pounds every 2 foot. And if you're good, you may get $5,000 in every two lines. If you're good. So you measure the room. And then you're going to look at the size of the room. It's 10 by 10. And you're looking at how tall things is compared to your height. So if I'm 6 feet and the room full with boxes and there's no boxes over 6 feet, so I'm going 10 by 10 by 6. I'm writing that down, 10 by 10 by 6. So I know exactly how much room I need in my trailer. Now, if it's just furniture, I'm measuring the size of the room. I'm looking at sofa, love seat. A sofa, most sofas is like maybe 36 to 40 inches on tall, on legs, and about 7 to 8 feet long. So I'm doing all that. When I'm walking through the house, when I do my first walk in the house, I'm doing all that. I know how much space it's going to take. I know what to get. I know what room to put first. I know all that. I know when to come get my mattress. I know when to come get the refrigerator. I know all that. So that's moving. That's moving. You have to develop a technique when you're doing moving. You have to. Yes, sir. You have to do a technique when moving. And let me see what else. Yeah, so, all right, what was I talking about? I was watching the guy on the dozer. I guess he weatherproofing. Yeah, if I was to do moving, if I wasn't doing it with my wife, I would go independent. Because I have more of a say-so of what I'm going to do with my business. But like my wife is in charge, I put her in charge. I got my driver's got 450 grand. I said that no, you only gonna be driving maybe, luckily 4 days. Luckily 4 days. If you work for independent, you're driving. You can do 2 jobs a day max, especially in Florida. All you can do is 2 jobs a day. So if you're moving and you coming from Maryland and you're going to Florida, you're going to drive from here. You're trying to get to Atlanta. You may get to Atlanta. If you don't get to Atlanta, you're going to South Carolina. You're going to stop in South Carolina, kick back for a minute, relax. You know, a little bit further than south of the border, kick back, relax. You know, in a big sleeper. You know, get your rest in, jump up the next day, and well, you're gonna try to leave accordingly. You're gonna try to leave where your 14-hour window is up in South Carolina in the morning. When I mean morning, I'm talking about like 3 or 4. Or you're gonna try to budget your clock where you can start driving at 3 or 4 in the morning, leaving South Carolina, going into Florida. You'll be in Florida. You leave at 3 in the morning, you'll be in Florida from South Carolina. You'll be in Florida about 8. 8 o'clock, you're in Florida. So now I'm calling my first shipper to see if I can make a delivery sometime today. You know, the shipper I'm calling is the ones that's loaded in the back of my trailer. I'm calling and say, well, I will be in Florida at 8 o'clock, and I should be at your destination maybe around 11. Will that be comfortable for you to offload? And they either say yes or no. They say yes, okay, I'll offload. Now, I offload that one job. I might just drive closer to the next job. I probably won't offload it. I just drive close to the next job. Call it a night. Call the shipper. Call the shippers that I'm going, the next 2 shippers. I'm calling them saying, look, I'm in Florida. I'm looking to be at your house at this certain time tomorrow. Will that be sufficient for you? And go like that. Now, with my wife as an agent, she have to have X amount of goods done as a contract, as an agent. As an agent. So if she's paying the guys 450 grand a year, so they're only gonna work 6 months out that year. That's it. They're getting 6 months on, 6 months off. Excuse me. That's it. Some of them may want to work a month, off a month. Work a month, off a month. Work 1 month, off 2 months. However they want to do it. That's moving. So, but you know, once I get the agent, everybody's working under my authority. I'm only going to do, if I got 3 trailers, I'm only going to do 1 trailer per month. I'm averaging 6,000 miles to 7,000 miles a month. But now I ain't gonna say moving. That's for free. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, that's it. That's it, 3 weeks. That's all I'm doing is 3 weeks. So moving